with another short video focusing on Colette's The Tndr Sht, the novella that makes up this book. For this video, let's go to the back, where we learned that the translator of this is Antonia White. And Antonia White herself has a really interesting career. Born in 1899, died in 1980. She was a writer in her own right. Seems to be best known for her first novel, Frost in May, which was published in 1933. She was someone, you can see where the sympathies to someone, like where sometimes maybe it's important for translators to have sympathies to their author. Her works seem to have been kind of very at least semi-autobiographical in nature, starting off with Frost in May, a book that her father converted to Catholicism when she was a child, and she converted as well, ended up going to a convent school, and was kicked out because she decided she was going to write a novel as sort of a present to her father, which was going to show, how Catholicism was going to, help someone, spiritual journey. But first you had to write wicked people. Unfortunately, I guess it was having written the wicked people part of the story, it got found, confiscated, and she was asked to leave. And this and her father's reaction to it gave her a horrible guilt about writing, at the same time of her having this compulsion to write. And seems to have been something she struggled with for a long time. It wasn't, as I said, it wasn't until 1933 that this was published. She didn't actually go back to writing until after the death of her father. So there was she had a lot of issues with her parents in all of this. So and she seems to be someone who had difficulties with mental illness all her life. The significant thing about the Frost in May is that, yes, it was published in 1930, but it was one of the first of the Virago modern classics. What was the first Virago modern classic published? It was, this is the idea of neglected female writers, and this is like, hey, I want to bring the point was to bring these back into focus. So in 1978, it was reissued, and actually I'll link to a video down below where in 1978 she was interviewed by one of the British things, just about the novel and about her life in general. But I can see how the autobiographical strain and just kind of the beautiful writing, apparently, and Antonia White, her novels are also known for their kind of beautiful writing. So it seems to have been a really great marriage between the two. She's especially, I guess, known for doing the Claudine novels, Colette's first novels into thing. She Antonia White herself wrote a sequence of novels sort of depicting kind of a semi-autobiographical depiction of her life from early age, going forward. So that is Antonia White. Just one of those little slivers, the next little sliver to when I'm examining this novella, because I'm getting it through. I'm not getting Colette unmediated. I'm getting it mediated through Antonia White. So it's interesting to hear about her as well. All right, I will leave it there. I've been Jay, and more Tndr Sht videos later.